Hiya, welcome.
Morning.
Welcome, and please like and subscribe to our channel, it really helps us out. Right, today we're at Westwood Car Park in Sheffield at Chapeltown. It's a bit of a blustery morning today, on this Sunday morning. So we're going to do, it's only about 5 mile round trip, so it's not too far, just to stretch his legs. Crack on. Like I say, it's a windy morning. We're not quite sure about this trail, we've never done it. All I know, it takes you to Barnsley district as well, so that's not too far away from here. Barnsley. So let's crack on and see where we get. There's a reservoir at the back of it, it's only a small one. Is it Thorncliffe Reservoir? Yeah. I'm getting better at saying that, aren't I? When I say it, I think. Reservoir. I think anyway. So let's crack on and see what we get.
Yeah.
Really cold this morning. We're going to have to start investing in some gloves. How nice is this? Lovely wee bridge. Oh. Down here as well. Look at that. Oh. Really cold. Apparently, trying to get out of this wind. Apparently there's a disused shaft, mining shaft around here somewhere. The whole place is littered with mines and ex-collieries and things, shafts. Been an old mining town. It's really cold today. Winter's hitting us with a vengeance, I think.
It is.
What do you say?
Yeah, it's getting colder and yeah, just bleak.
Very dreary. It's not dreary today though. It's very bleak. It's right there. Oh, right. So we're going to tackle quite a few steps. So we're going to get some steps in today. Up here. This lovely trail right up to the top.
Perfect.
Lovely. Absolute marvellous. Marvellous. So yeah, today I'm joined by our Phil again. He's back with us. Another weekend, another trek. I've got 2 weeks off now, so I'm happy.
That's what it is.
So let's crack on and see what happens further up here. My favourite bit of track again, although this is like a branch line, it's not the main one that was on the other day. The TPT. Unless this is the you know what I was on about? The Sheffield section.
Yeah, could be.
It could possibly be.
Could be. It could be.
It could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be the Sheffield section. It takes you to, what did I say, Mailing Bridge or something. To Mailing Bridge. It possibly could be because it's about in right location for it. So we're on the TPT, we're doing another section of it going the other direction. So yeah, happy days. I've not done this one before. Quite overgrown, but it's funny because the leaves are falling. There's loads of leaves on the tracks now. Look. And the old trail.
Trains will be late, there's leaves on track.
He gets worse. So we're following this for a wee while down into Thorncliffe Woods or something woods, I can't remember what it's called now. And then we sort of double back towards Tankersley Golf Course. And across Tankersley Golf Course up towards Tankersley Church. And we'll have a wander around here when we get there as well. So let's crack on. Try and get these hands warm. And let's see, but it's absolutely beautiful. Lovely. I love these type of trails through woods, very mystique. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Tranquil. That's a good word for a Sunday morning. Isn't it? Tranquil.
Tranquil.
Yes, very posh. Just for me. Right.
Lots of trees.
Like I said, you can keep going on these things, and there's still things that remind you that it used to be a railway line. You've still got the old bed there, look, just dug up, discarded, chucked to one side.
Posts, foot wires.
Yeah, like post foot wires. So there's always little reminders as you're going on these places that it used to be an old railway, which is nice to see, because they eradicate your history so much. Like the old mines, you wouldn't know, go around Barnsley now and you wouldn't know it used to be a mining community. There used to be pits everywhere, and now there's very, very few remains left.
So,
same with Sheffield, with steelworks. Most of the places now are retail parks and big shopping centres or now homes,
yeah.
little estates. There's a lot of them steelworks disappeared. And it's the same with everywhere you go, really. Right, we've come to a bit of a junction, so I'm going to see which way we're going. Either going straight on or we're going down there. I've got a feeling we're going down that direction. So, after a lot of messing about and undecisiveness and trying to follow this map out to the Walking South Yorkshire book, we're still no wiser, because it's not very self-explanatory. So we're going to try and wing it. We know we're supposed to be heading for a wee place called Warren,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's not even showing up on my map. Phil's trying to look on it, so we're trying to compare the paper map with the Google Maps, but it's still not showing much up. Very windy, so I'm hoping it's going to pick up. So at the moment we're passing Thorncliffe Leisure Centre, or Leisure something or other. We're going to try and head to Main Road and then try and backtrack, try and find this wee place called Warren, W-A-R-R-E-N, I think. Really, really windy. We spent about 20 minutes trying to find his way, and we got to a certain point and it just wasn't self-explanatory at all. The map just didn't coincide with where we were going, and we tried to find out if we were gone wrong, which we hadn't up to that point. It just didn't show us. Yeah, so we're going to try and find another route to get to, just to try and get to this place called Warren, and then hopefully pick the trail back up from there. So yeah, St George's it's called, St George's Leisure Centre. So we're just going to try and find out and backtrack and find out if there's a path that takes us in the right direction. So stay tuned. Right, we've just been speaking to a local back there, and he's just said if you follow this path through a little housing estate down here, it should bring us out to the industrial estate and then up to Warren.
Yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
So we're heading in the right direction. So once we get back up to Warren, we should be able to pick up the trail. We've just walked through High Green itself, which is it's absolutely beautiful Sunday day. So we're not complaining. At least it's not chucking it down with rain. So we'll see where we get. I can see industrial estate in distance. Just a shame because we would have come through woods, and it may have been a nice trail. Just a shame that the map was terrible. It was telling us to go one direction, the phone map was telling us to go another one, and the paper map just weren't very, very clear. So I mean, his map reading skills aren't the best anyhow. Phil says definitely not. But a long time since I went in Scouts.
Yeah, me too. I've never rate good men.
So we're coming out into an housing estate, and then up to top side of Warren where we want to be. So catch up with you in a bit when we get there. Right across the road here where the signs are is where we would have come out if we'd have gone the right direction, but we ended up to the right, the other side of those buildings over there. Now we're back on track and heading up these woods. So we're back on track for the trail.
We got there.
We got there eventually, so we don't get lost, we just take wrong turns now and again. So let's crack on. Let's have a look through here. Wind's picking up again, and there's like a little notice board a bit further up here. So we'll see what that says. And might be a bit of description about the woods and what used to be here. I do like these things. Right, so it's called Parking Wood. Yep. Even though somebody's got that, Jack's got wood. Yeah, okay. Always get somebody, don't you? Have a little read of that. Got butterflies and birds and things you can see. And a wee bit of history, you can always pause the video, read the video, pause it and read it. Here in Parking Wood, or Jack's got wood as it says here. Or old Jack. Good old Jack. Jack's good. So now we're back on track, literally. Can't believe we did that, to be honest. But you never know, the map wasn't very self-explanatory, it was a bit rubbish to be fair. But we've caught up, we've got back where we should be. So, back onto the Thorncliffe Trail, or what is it called? Thorncliffe Woods? Thorncliffe Woods Trail, something daft. It's quite nice actually, and the weather helps. A bit of a pumpkin there. Smashing pumpkins. Oh, yeah, the weather's absolutely beautiful for this autumn coming into winter month. It's gorgeous. It's November. Hope it's like this next weekend.
Yes.
What do you say?
I certainly do. Because we will be in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff, and hopefully bring you a wee video around the battlefield if it's nice weather.
Right.
So, stay tuned for that. Let's get through these woods and see what's next in store.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some old air shafts for mines around these parts, and then we're heading up towards Tankersley Golf Course.
Right. Well, things you find in the woods. Behind me you can see there's an air shaft from the old mine there. So yeah, quite interesting, in the middle of nowhere. Very good.
So we've just come out at a place called Warren. I believe this must be Warren anyway, can't be anything else. Sun's shining still. A wee park for kiddies to lake out. We've just come through these woods at the back of us. Now we're heading towards a JCB centre. I think they make JCBs. It's TC Harrison's, I think it's called. Or it used to be. So we're to that, and there's a big roundabout that takes you down onto M1 or takes you onto Stocksbridge Bypass. We're heading straight across it down onto Tankersley Park Golf Course. So we're heading to Barnsley section then. So, what a beautiful, it'd be lovely for a picnic here in summer, wouldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Nice houses as well. Nice road houses here. So let's go and tackle this big road, and I'll catch you back up when we get on to Tankersley Park Golf Course. TC Harrison's at the back of me, the dumper truck and digger company. We're crossing Frizzy Road. I love the look you get when you're passing across the golf course and you've got golfers just about to take shots, and you've got the right to roam across the golf course following the public footpaths. I think it's quite funny, to be fair. They have to wait and wait for you to cross. But we were generous, we went round back of them. And didn't interfere with them, but it still gave us a little look. Just crossing another fairway here. And I don't know if there's a match going off or it's just day plodders, but we're just going to wait because we're taking these shots. I don't fancy a golf ball in my temple. I'm just going to back up a bit for these trees. I'm not going to get into the line of fire. But yeah, some of them, they really hate walkers across these golf courses. I don't know if any of you are golfers, but to me I think it's quite funny, to be honest. Right, we're going to cross. We're just on the edge of Tankersley Golf Course. Now, there was a battle here back in 1643, part of the English Civil War, and it was a victory for the Royalists over the Roundhead troops. Now, nobody's 100% sure where this battle was supposed to have been taking place. All we know, it was on Tankersley Moor, that's where we're actually at the moment, on the very edge of the golf course. Now, it could have been on the golf course, but I doubt it very much. Or this could be a very good prime candidate, I'd say, here. Could be a good candidate for the location of a battle. It does got that like battlefield feeling about it, and it would have been big enough. Sir Francis Wortley had the cannonballs made at his local forge at Wortley Top Forges, which you see in one of my previous videos I've actually been to visit. But yeah, it was 900, did it say 900 slayed that day? Yeah. 900 slain that day. Somewhere on these fields around where Tankersley Moor back in 1643. And it also, that was a very key battle in the English Civil War, because that led to the Royalists taking most of Yorkshire. So from here they went into Sheffield, took the castle of Sheffield. If my memory serves me correctly, which was just garrisoned by a load of squires and young boys. So they took that quite easily. And then I think they went on to take Pontefract. But yeah, very key battle, which is not even registered really. It's known about, but there's no plaque, there's no monument, and I think that's a bit of a disgrace. If this had been down south, I think they'd have probably had at least a monument or a memorial stone or something like that to commemorate this. But no, there's not a thing here. So I think Barnsley Town Council, Borough Council, I think you need to get your act together and get something erected and find out exactly where this battle was. I think this is a good candidate, to be fair, on this field here at Tankersley Moor. So let's move on. I'm going back down towards Warncliffe Woods, well, not Warncliffe Woods, Thorncliffe Woods, to finish this trail off. So back up towards the top side of the golf course, and let's crack on. So we're back on the TPT again, heading back towards Thorncliffe Park. Beautiful stretch. It's nice to get back on a proper trail. Just come down a bank and it was like that, full of leaves. I've just been saying, if that had been a really wet day, it could have been a bit dodgy, that sliding down there, especially where the river would have been coming down at the same time. So we're about half a mile back from finishing, so we're not done too bad. At least the weather's holding off. It's looking like it's clouding over, but it's a lovely trail. Got misguided twice, yes, by the map.
Yeah, the map is totally wrong. The way we went's the proper way, but the map's wrong.
Yeah, we went the proper way. We incorporated another half a mile. Yeah. A mile, maybe. maybe a mile. So, yeah, we went the correct way. The map were wrong. Completely out of question. So, we're not far off back. Let's say about half a mile.
You can see the end.
So, yep. We'll catch you at the finish. Right, today's trail was the Chapeltown Woods. We started off here at this point, and we came across the bridge, and then when we got to the top of here it went onto the Trans-Pennine Trail. But for some reason we came down this area and it looked like you meant to come down here on the actual trail itself. So we tried to follow it, and it looked like where it split off was down here, and the trail went that way, but we were further back. So we came sort of down this direction, round here, we ended up over here somewhere. So we followed the Park Road and then cut back across up to here, the Warncliffe Industrial Estate, and then met it back up here. So we should have come down this section on the Trans-Pennine Trail. For some reason we came this way, but we managed to catch it back here at this point, and then through here and up here. Now when we got to the golf course, it looked like, as the arrows were pointing on the stakes in the ground, it looked like we were going across this direction. But what we actually did, we went this way, we followed this path to here, and when we got to here we realised there's a tunnel that takes you under the motorway. We knew we shouldn't have been there, so we had to come back up this little trail here, back up to where the golf course clubhouse, to catch this trail back, and from there on it was okay. So we added an extra 1.5 miles onto his journey by doing this bit, which we didn't need to, and this section here that we didn't need to. But apart from that, we had a really good trail, and it was a good day out, and we had good, so the weather really held up for us. So I just thought I'd explain, because I know we said they'd gone wrong on this one. The only problem is when you're following these type of paper maps, they're not always the best to follow, especially when you come to a junction and it's not quite self-explanatory. So apart from that, it was good. So we'll leave that one here. Like I said before, please like and subscribe, and take care. Well, the wind's still heavy.
Yes, it is.
Still blowing a gale, but we've got a little lull in it. So we're back to where we started, back in Thorncliffe car park, or whatever is it, Westwood car park,
Westwood,
something like that.
Yeah.
So back to where we started, 5.5 miles. Not bad to say the trail was only supposed to be 4 miles, but we've done 5.5.
Oh.
Like I said, we did a couple of detours, but we were correct and that were wrong.
Yeah,
we just wanted to get more miles in.
We did.
So about 5.5, which is about okay. Not bad for a Sunday morning.
No.
Time to get something to eat, have a wee drink, and chill. So, thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, and it's much appreciated. So till next time,
you get all the fun of it seeing us knocking ourselves up.
There you go. So till next time, Jay out.
Phil out.